Hello, it is Monday, October 24th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Monday puzzle today, so we're starting the week with a nice, gentle, themed crossword. At least we'll hope it'll be nice and gentle, we'll have to see, but that's standard for a Monday, and this nice and gentle edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Camtron, Henrik Koskinen, and, as always, the inestimable Hood Monster, the invaluable Timothy Mark, and the indomitable Schulmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in sustaining this channel and this series. I do very much appreciate it, and if you'd like to join their ranks as a benefactor and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can find that at patreon.com/dailysolve in a link in the description field underneath the video, where you can also become a patron at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And if you would like to check those out, they have recently included the most recent New York Times mini puzzle speed solve and the most recent challenging Boss Words Fall Themeless League competition puzzle. So that's all up there if you're interested. And do subscribe to the channel as well on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who's done so. Consider telling a friend about this series if you think you know somebody who might enjoy it. All right, so that's that. Let's get on to today's crossword. This was constructed as a Monday puzzle by Joe Rodini, who is a debut constructor. We've had a fair few of those recently, and here's another one. And it was edited, as always, by Will Short. So let's see what this debut constructor has in store for us today. French for without. That would be sans, or sans, or sans, or it's pronounced various ways in English, but without. All right, feudal laborers are serfs. They could work in some sort of agricultural system, probably. And love Italian style would be amore. Bite playfully as a puppy might. A puppy might nip at you, I suppose, in a playful way. Surgical tubes are what? What are surgical tubes? Stents? You could insert a stent. Would you insert that for somebody to breathe, maybe? Is that what a stent would be used for, I think? A tube. Let's see. We'll just look at these since we've gotten through the crosses. To give off as light is to emit light. Equipment in tug of war, you use rope in that game. Spanish painter of the 3rd of May, 1808. Is it Francisco Goya? I think that is probably the answer. I'm going to check the crosses on this. I want to be sure. Like Yale since 1969. Co-ed, I suppose? Right, so I didn't know this. Yale must have been a male-only school up until 1969. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that. That's interesting. And then this is a small brawl, a set to, I guess, just a little dust-up. Okay, Parasite co-star blank Wushik, not sure. Offhand, many modern Christmas bulbs in brief. LEDs, light-emitting diodes, presumably. And monthly utility bill. Is it HVAC? I'm not sure if... Is HVAC itself charged as a single... I'm not sure. Let's keep looking. Event lasting 40 days and nights in the Bible. Is it the Great Flood? And Pacific nation whose name becomes a dance if its vowels are switched. Let's look at these crosses as well. Like Superman's chin, famously. Superman has a cleft chin, that little sort of vertical dimple. Less formal salutations. Not sure. What was this again? Oh, no, this wasn't. Okay, it's not HVAC. It's just the electricity bill. Why didn't I think of that? Very strange. That would have been one of the most obvious answers, certainly. Okay, less formal salutations. Oh, is it simply hello? Is that all it is? And common theater name that comes from Greek, the Odeon. Yeah, that's a it's a cinema chain name here in the UK, and it is frequently used in the US, I think in a generic sense, not in a brand context, but yes, it does come from Greek. And then Oh, Tonga, Pacific nation. So what is, oh, tango, right. Okay, I see. So Pacific nation whose name becomes a dance if its vowels are switched. We could change Tonga to tango, of course. That's very good. Wasn't able to sort of reverse engineer that at all for some reason at the time. Drat, but stronger. Is darn slightly stronger, or do we have to move up to damn? I'm not sure. Let's look at this. Yeah, we do. Prefix that means everything is omni, as in omnipotent, for instance. So, annual football game between rival military academies. Oh, what am I doing? Why did I put an I there? I think I was looking at the I from omni, and I just subconsciously, unthinkingly put it in there. Anyway, Army-Navy. People talk about the Army-Navy game. Okay, when Romeo meets Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, is it Act 1, one would assume? I mean, I've read Romeo and Juliet, but I just have to imagine it must have been Act 1. Picks out of a lineup, say. IDs, identifies somebody. Lamented, I'm not sure. Spill the blank, gossip, spill the tea, as people often say these days. Well, I just read the name. Well, I didn't read it. I said it unthinkingly. Actor Gooding Jr. is actor Cuba Gooding Jr. So anyway, there we go. Okay, lamented rude. Okay, right, I see. Rude, a bad decision. You lamented a bad decision. And some Wharton degrees are MBA, so the Wharton School of Business will award Masters in Business Administration degrees. And then nasal spray is an allergy relief option. Okay, airplane. Oh, right. So I forgot to note we did get Francisco Goya did. Yeah, it looks like that all came in fine. So anyway, airplane ticket info could be your seat, maybe. I was expecting that abbreviated info to result in abbreviation, but it doesn't need to. Info is sort of a complete word unto itself at this point. River that divides Florence and Italy. That would be the Arno River. And summer camp setting. Summer camp setting, what does that mean? Where is a summer camp set? That starts with L. Well, here we have Mexican muralist, twice married to Frida Kahlo, Diego Rivera. There we go. And does that help? Summer camp setting. Why can't I see what that is? Lawn? Doesn't really seem right. Give a hard tug. No. Oh, a lake. Give a hard tug is to yank something, and summer camp could be set near a lake. I suppose that makes sense. Little piggy in a nursery rhyme. Toe. This little piggy went to market, and so on. Okay, great. So the 1965 Civil Rights March locale in the U.S. was Selma, Alabama. And speech therapist's concern could be a lisp. It's something you could see a speech therapist about. Lead into physics could be metaphysics, or meta for metaphysics. Audibly shocked could be a gasp. You're gasping in shock. To gawk at something could be to stare at it. And killer whale is an orca. If something is genuine, it's real. And Chilean-American actor of The Mandalorian and Narcos. Right. I definitely have seen this person's name. Pascal, clearly. I think we're getting sort of Hispanic, we're getting names derived from the Spanish-speaking world, it looks like, actually. This seems to be our theme. Francisco Goya, Diego Rivera, someone Pascal, Pedro Pascal? I think that's right. Let's check the crosses. Snapchat and Instagram for two are apps, applications. Sketched, you could draw something, sketch it, so drew, sketched. Extinct bird that wasn't really dumb. The dodo, I suppose, must not have actually been particularly dumb. I don't know very much about the dodo, but fair enough. It's been slandered all these years. Press plus on a calculator is to add. And item on a stage is a prop. Oh, right. So in a play, for instance, you could have a prop on the stage. Question that might have a ring to it. A proposal, a marriage proposal, could include a ring being presented. And to faint with passion is to swoon. A burden could be an onus. The burden could be a burden of proof, the onus proof. Okay, athletic brand with a cougar in its logo. A puma? That's interesting. Athletic brand with a cougar in its logo is Puma. So how similar or different are pumas and cougars? I feel like you could read this as sort of a pointed kind of observation, but I'm not sure if it's meant to be because I don't know enough about pumas and cougars. Okay, Hajj destination would be Mecca in the Islamic faith. And the pilgrimage, the Hajj. Some natural hairstyles could be afros. And what was this? Did we ever look at this? No, we didn't. Western Pacific Island nation. Palau? I'm probably saying that incorrectly. I'm sorry if so. So let's check the crosses, make sure I have the vowels right. Relating to the congregation could be laic, so, referring to lay members of the church as opposed to the clergy. So parishioners as opposed to clergy members. Acquire as debt could be to incur debt. And Hall of Fame QB, Hall of Fame quarterback Johnny, not sure. What about this? Magna could be Magna Carta, the, sort of iconic English law around property rights and things. The U of the EU, the European Union, so U for union. Hotel bookings are rooms. After one across, what the first names at 20, 36, 43, and 57 across all are. So after Psalm, after Sans, after Psalm. Oh, right. I see. I see. So it's true that they are all people from whose names are from Spanish-speaking places, but that's not actually what the clue is about. It only is the case indirectly, but rather we're sort of sans San, so we're taking away the San from the place name. So San Francisco, San Diego, San Pedro, and who's this? Puerto Rican singer with more than 50 albums, including Feliz Navidad. Oh, Jose somebody, right. Who is this? Jose, well, San Jose anyway is the answer there, but yeah, who is this? Feliciano? I think that might be who this is. Let's check the crosses there. Sunrise direction, the sun rises in the east. Classic margarita flavor is lime, of course, a component of margaritas. Frankenstein's assistant Igor, and then we'll look at these quickly. Former late-night host Kilborn or Ferguson. So here we have Craig Kilborn or Craig Ferguson, late-night hosts in the U.S. And then Pink Cocktail or a fashion mag, Cosmopolitan magazine, and the Cosmopolitan cocktail, nicknamed Cosmo. Fall bloom is an aster, so that's a flower type, and that comes up not infrequently in the crossword, I'd say. It's worth remembering aster. So anyway, right, Jose Feliciano looks correct. And Snap, Crackle, and Pop for one. So those are, I think, that's the trio of, are they elves? Is that what kind of creature they are? I think on the, yes, because the Keebler elves is what they're called. And so is that what they are? No, sorry. That's a different thing. No, these are from Rice Krispies, the breakfast cereal. I don't know if they're elves. That's funny. I never really thought that Are those related? Or are they completely unrelated? I think they're completely unrelated. Anyway, sorry. So there are various elves, I guess, associated with different sort of commercially baked foods. Okay, elementary building block. The atom is an elementary building block of matter. And then Hall of Fame, Johnny Unitas, right. Okay, I have heard of that person. Hall of Fame quarterback Johnny Unitas, there we go. Jumpin' Blank, Cab Calloway, dance classic. I'm not sure offhand. Let's check the crosses, maybe I'll recognize it. Trident-shaped Greek letters, size, PSIs. Smooching on the street, e.g. for short, could be PDA, public display of affection. Prima donna type could be a diva. So, these words in English used to describe a very kind of high, sort of high maintenance or high demand celebrity, often a singer. Figure skating jump is an axle. And let's just check the crosses before we finish off the puzzle. Number of legs on an insect would be 6. and jump and jive. Oh, right, okay, I probably could have remembered that if I tried a little harder, but I didn't. So anyway, that's the puzzle, I think. There we go. And so there we have it, a nice simple Monday theme. Francisco Goya, Diego Rivera, Pedro Pascal, and Jose Feliciano making up, pointing to our cities of San Francisco, San Diego, San Pedro, and San Jose. Very nice, simple theme. And actually, this is one in which we did need to understand the theme in order to solve 70 across, because you do have to sort of understand that sand thing in order for this clue to make sense. That or getting it through crosses, of course. But sometimes on the Monday and Tuesday themes, you can just solve the whole puzzle without paying any attention to the theme whatsoever. And you could do that up until the revealer at 70 across. But otherwise, these are just ordinarily clued. And when I speak about the revealer, I've just noticed I haven't explained that very recently. So the revealer is the theme-related clue that ties together all of the other theme clues and answers in the puzzle. So here's 70 across. After 1 across, what the first names at 20, 36, 43, and 57 across all are. So that explains what's been going on, what connects these various clues, which to me, initially, I just interpreted as being kind of names of similar derivation, but there was something more specific happening, and the revealer reveals what that is. And as described in Lyle's law, coined by Daily Solve viewer Lyle, the revealer does tend to be located in the across answers towards the end of the puzzle. Often it'll be three cells up from the southern border, but not always. In this case, it wasn't. And anyway, that was that for today's Monday puzzle. Relatively approachable puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. And I actually don't think there were any corrections I needed to read from yesterday's puzzle, which means that's that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for the Tuesday crossword. Should be another relatively approachable themed puzzle. So I hope you're there for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Monday. Take care.